going to call the April 21st, 2026 meeting to order. Before we stand for the pledge, I have an announcement. Today, Gene Burwald was called home to the Lord. He passed away earlier this afternoon, so I wanted to give our condolences and our prayers for the Burwald family. Gene was quite the pillar of our community. We've had a few over the years, and Gene was a great business owner and always loved and helped out the community. So his passing is very sad. So I just want our prayers and thoughts to go out to the Burwald family and thank Gene and the family for all the years they've been loyal and so good to North St. Paul. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Go ahead, kid.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Nice work. All right, roll call, please.
Councilmember Nordby.
Here.
Councilmember Woods is absent. Councilmember McKenzie.
Here.
Councilmember Schweer.
Here.
Mayor Monge.
Here. Thank you so much. I have a motion to adopt the agenda, please.
So moved.
So move. Councilmember Kinsey.
Second.
Second, Councilmember Nordby. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you much.
All right, first up is presentations, which are, we have two proclamations. The first proclamation is for National Therapy Animal Day, and the second one is proclamation for Arbor Day. Next up is our consent agenda. Item A, April 7th, 2026, workshop and regular meeting minutes. Item B, general claims of $1,718,015.36. Item C is HRA claims of $49,238.50. Item D is a fee schedule update for electric vehicle time of use service charge. Item E is a resolution accepting donations for March of 2026. Item F is building permits for March of 2026. Item G is stormwater facility maintenance agreement with Cowern School. Item H is police vehicle replacements for the CIP funds. And item I is consumption display permit renewal. Looking for...
Anybody want to pull anything at this time?
I'd like to pull H, please.
H, all right. H will be pulled. Anybody else? If not, may I please have a motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved.
So move. Councilmember Nordby, second.
Second.
Councilmember Schweer, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you much. All right. We will move on to open to the public. Reminder, we have a 3-minute time limit on each person. Are you ready? Is there anything else? Oh, I thought you were saying something. Okay. All right. Pang Yang, is that, did I say that right? Yes. Okay. Welcome. Come up to the microphone. That one there.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having us here today. I am here today because we would like to, for the corner building 2544 on 7th and Margaret right there, we would like to apply for a liquor license. We have in the past, but it has been denied. And we're here to ask all of you to please help us so that we may open up the business in that corner building. We'll do what we can. We can even start later, like at 4 or 5 after the adult day centers close, just so that we can get our business there and they're open all day on Saturday and Sunday. So I'm really asking, all of you and the community to help us so that we may push this forward and open the business there. So we'll need the liquor license so that we can have a restaurant and serve food.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Eagle.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. John Schmall.
Evening, John Schmall, 2750 Chisholm Avenue. This refers to something that it went down probably 2 months ago. It had to do with the application for a grant to redo the hockey rink, and I'd just like to ask if any of you have realized that we're under a situation with global warming, and which has had a great effect on all outdoor activities. 3 items. that have happened since this time, the dog sled race in Minneapolis. They just said, that's it, we're done. There was an NPR article on what effects people have seen with global warming, and they interviewed a hockey coach in St. Paul, Merriam Park area. And he said, I've been doing this for 20 years. One more year like this, I'm done. And I happened to be that weekend at my cabin and was watching Duluth TV, and they had an individual who was a retired NHL hockey player, and he was offering that they should build an outdoor rink, and he wasn't getting any traction. He had drawings he had with roof over a hockey rink, and just think, if they can't get one in Duluth, what are we doing? And there's no hockey in high school here anymore. It's gone. There's a change, and you're going to have to accept it. And at that meeting, a woman sitting next to me said that she has a townhome somewhere where the old nursing home was, and there's a rink there. I've never seen it. She said, all winter long, lights are on, nobody's there. So why waste that money? And the last item, Mark Seeley on Almanac said in the next 2 years, we're going to see a mega El Nino, which is warmth. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Donald, it's good to see you. It's been a while.
It's been probably 21, was it, the meetings?
Yeah.
Just, you know.
Would you rather sit at the table, Mr. Beanick?
Yeah, that probably would
Okay,
be better.
let's do that.
Oh, there, oh, okay.
Right here. Got a chair.
But I need a chair up with the Hans too.
Got a microphone right here.
You want, which chair
No,
would you prefer?
Get the other chair.
Cushion?
We don't want you too comfortable.
Don't worry, the 3 minutes doesn't start till you sit.
Oh, can you push it in a little bit?
Yep.
Not
I
too
got
far because I gotta get
I
out
got you.
then. So, okay.
You can go right back.
All right, Don.
Okay. Okay.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I've been at a lot of meetings from 2004 till 19, and then everything went bad in December, so.
Yeah.
But anyway, down to Beanick, 2146 Belmont Lane East, North St. Paul. I'm 85 years old, and I've been here all my life. But I'm wondering if the city is going to be picking up the pieces of blacktop from the snow plowing, from the piles that are made at the end of our alley there in Belmont Lane in Skillman. That's what I came for.
Okay.
There's
Good to
some,
know for Public Works.
because the plow has been taking it and then puts it on the grass there, and I used to pick it up, and now for the last 6 years, I can't do anything anymore. And I used to plow that for 40 years, you know, and finally, when I was in the hospital on a ventilator, then everything changed. So but that's the reason I came today, and but I'm in pain right now, but it's not bad.
Okay.
But and also got osteoporosis 3 years ago, so.
All right.
But I figured I'm gonna come one of these days to meet everybody, because I haven't met everybody. I met you at was just before campaigning.
Mm-hmm.
And.
Yeah, 4 years already this year. It's hard to
it's gonna
believe how
be four-
fast it goes.
yeah, That's the last time I seen, I was at the Legion there.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't met McKenzie, I haven't met Woods, and Nordby I met there, and you I met there. And I know Brandel from a while back. And, and then Jenny I know too, so.
Oh, good.
But like I said, December 3rd of 19 was my last meeting. Mary said I should never came, and I left early, and 2 days later, I'm in a hospital on a ventilator. Actually, the ventilator was put in by the paramedics.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Well,
Glad
I'm
to see
glad
you
I'm
again.
here too and
We're
stuff.
excited to see you come in the back door.
And I would like to meet somebody there to explain some stuff there, but they'd have to come call me ahead of time, so I make sure I get down the steps without any problems.
Okay, all right,
Okay, then, I got everything on, Jenny's got everything on a note there, so.
all right, appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I must,
You can just stay there.
I can stay there if nobody else has to come, yeah.
Might have to call on you for a couple of presentations, but you better be ready.
I'll tell you the date, that's for sure.
That's all right. Okay.
All right, city business action items and recommendations. Item A is approval of the JPA with the State of Minnesota BCA Violent Crimes Reduction Unit. We have
You gonna join me? Okay.
Chief Rosales. Hey, Chief.
Yeah.
Sorry, I jumped the gun there. We need to go back and,
I wasn't sure the order.
nope, no problem.
I don't pull often. Well, and then this is perfect timing. So I pulled H regarding the police vehicle replacements and the CIP funds. As I revisited the CIP, we had approved for 2 vehicles for 2026. Both police, I'm going to say the word wrong, but both police vehicles. So I guess the fact that we approved it, moved on, and now it's April and we're asking for a third, I'd like to know why are we asking for a third? And what is the justification of it? The approved amount is $180,000. That back in December, Dan had indicated that roughly $70,000 equates to about 1% of inside a levy. So now we're pushing to potentially adding another vehicle, which adds 1% to our levy. Right now, we've already approved the 8% levy, but now where is this money coming from and why are we needing the vehicle at this point?
Well, I believe currently we have 3 vehicles that are beyond their life, according to the time frame that's in the current CIP. Prior to that, I believe it was 5 years. So these 3 vehicles, they've been run to the ground. And prior to my position as chief, this vehicle was already expired in the with the previous chief. Why it didn't come to the attention of the council at that time is I really don't know. But here we are, and we have now these 3 squads that are ready. We're putting more money into these 3 squads than than our squads that aren't as old but are out of their warranty, and it's almost becoming a waste of money at this point.
Because of how much work it's being done on them?
Yeah, the squad that is in question is our CSO squad. And right now, we're waiting for this approval because if it didn't go through, we're probably gonna end up putting about $8,000 into it. Which is more than it's worth.
Sure. And how come that wasn't added to the CIP earlier, or was that brought to our attention? Were you aware that we needed that replaced?
It was asked for, but it wasn't in the CIP at the time, so, and in discussions with the finance director, Winnick, he said that there was funding available in the vehicle replacement fund to be able to replace this vehicle. One thing that did happen is the 14 probably should have gotten rid of a while ago when they replaced a vehicle. It went to the CSO, but we have also brought on another investigator. So that was an additional vehicle that was needed. So that was kind of put a little bit more urgency on getting another vehicle in and then getting rid of a 2014 that was past its prime.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thank you for the
I have a
explanation.
motion. If we're, any other questions or anything else? 'Cause we have to vote on this. So,
Yep.
so to vote for the approval of the 3 vehicles for the fund, I have a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Councilmember McKenzie, I have a second.
I'll second.
Second. Councilmember Schweer. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Please.
Mayor, council members, and city manager, thank you for having me here tonight regarding our joint powers agreement with the Minnesota BCA and the Violent Crimes Reduction Unit. I just want to, so we're up for renewal with this joint powers agreement, but I just want to address some key points and some things that matter to the city and why this joint powers agreement is a benefit to the North St. Paul Police Department and the city. Maintaining this joint powers agreement with the BCA Violent Crimes Unit is vital for North St. Paul because it gives our small department big city resources to fight serious crime. Since crime does not stop at city borders, this partnership allows our agent to track criminals and illegal activity across the entire state. This agreement matters to our city because the BCA provides specialized tools that we can't afford alone, such as criminal intelligence analyst, forensic scientist, and firearms detection canines. The Violent Crimes Unit uses a specialized lab approach for rapid DNA testing and ballistic matching, which helps solve violent crimes like shootings much faster. By pooling our officer with other cities, including Maplewood, Roseville, and Ramsey County, our department can tackle major cases without leaving our local streets unpatrolled. In 2025 alone, this partnership led to 445 seizures of 428 firearms, and over 304 pounds of methamphetamine. That's statewide. Some key points under the Joint Powers Act. Under the Joint Powers Agreement, North St. Paul can deliver services more effectively by sharing cost and liability with the state. They reimburse us for this agent to be a part of their organization. The Violent Crimes Unit specifically targets high-risk individuals who are often responsible for a majority of local violence, even in North St. Paul. Because the BCA has statewide authority, they can follow criminals, guns, and drugs from other cities before they reach North St. Paul. By maintaining this agreement is a fiscally responsible way to provide North St. Paul residents with the highest tier of law enforcement protection. It ensures that our police department is not outdone by complex criminal organizations and has the backing of the state's best investigative resources. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Looking for a motion to agree to extend the
Can I ask one
Yep.
question? And this is just informational for me. Is this extension is for 1 year?
3.
Okay, 3.
Yep.
And is that term the same that all cities do it for?
Yep.
Okay, so it's, the term length isn't unique to North St. Paul in any way?
No, nope,
Okay, thank you.
that's the contract, yeah.
Great.
I think this is an incredible partnership. We've had it in place since I've been on board. I am hands down excited for this extension and the opportunity that we have with one of our officers to do this.
Working out, so.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. Every critical incident that we've experienced in the last 2 years of under my direction, the BCA has come through, their Violent Crimes Unit has come through and has provided us with resources that we probably wouldn't have such immediate access to if we didn't have an agent as a partner with this joint powers agreement. So,
Great, all right. Can I have a motion for the approval?
I'll make a motion.
Councilmember Schweer.
Second.
Second, Councilmember Nordby. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
wonderful, thank you.
Thank you.
Next item up is a conditional use permit for 2121 Holloway Avenue. Turn that over to Community Development Director, Mr. Ken Roberts.
Evening, Mayor. Council. Hopefully the presentation will come up on the screens. I didn't tell them. Wait.
In the booth, can we, we're not getting the presentation? If there's anything we need to do, let us know.
Oh,
There we go. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Is that to say your name?
Yeah. So as the city manager introduced, this is a request for a conditional use permit for a accessory dwelling unit. And as far as I know, this is the first application that's come before the city for an accessory dwelling unit in the city of North St. Paul. The applicants, and they are here, and I'm going to try his name, Legogo, I believe, is the property at, first name that is, 2121 Holloway Avenue. The aerial photo is on the screen, and the request, again, is a conditional use permit to allow a conversion of part of their attached garage into an accessory dwelling unit. I'll go through some of the details. First of all, we look at the zoning code and the zoning district regulations. The zoning there is R1 single family by that shown with the yellow on the map. The zoning ordinance allows accessory dwelling units in the single family district subject to a conditional use and compliance with the applicable standards that are outlined in the code. So here's some little more details. This is a photo of this home from the street. The proposal is to convert this end of the attached garage into 2 levels of living space for the family. And that's this end of the garage here is shown on the survey. This is again another image of the front of the home, a little larger image for everyone to see. There's a large parking area on the site as well, both in front of the garage and it wraps around the back side of the building. The floor plans as proposed, there's a lower level plan, and these are inverted. So Holloway is to the top here, just for reference. Lower level would have laundry, a kitchenette, and a bathroom, and the upper level would have another bathroom and 3 bedrooms. And so what are some of the regulations that affect accessory dwelling units? Generally, the proposal is compliant with all our zoning code requirements, except the bolded phrase on the screen here about size. The code says the minimum size of an ADU, for short, shall be 300 square feet with a maximum size of 900 square feet. The proposed ADU has a total square footage of 1,258 square feet. And as I said, the zoning ordinance limits ADUs to a maximum of 900 square feet. So staff is recommending as a condition of approval that the applicant amend the floor plans to show no more than 900 square feet for the proposed ADU, which would take about 358 square feet out of, again, out of these plans. Other things we look at is there an expansion or impact with the impervious surface? There's none proposed here. I'll go to the next slide. There's a large area showed on the aerial, on the survey and on the street view, plenty of parking, none proposed to be added or changed. So that is not a factor. The design requirements, we want any ADU to be architecturally compatible with the existing home, whether it's attached or detached. And we have a condition of approval that all the siding, windows, and doors be consistent with the design of the principal structure. And again, as shown by the survey, there's plenty of off-street parking, so that is not a concern. Really, from staff's perspective and the Planning Commission's perspective when they reviewed this, was about the size of the ADU. For any CUP to be approved by the city, there's several criteria that we have in the code for all or any conditional use permit. A very condensed version, these are all the general criteria. This proposal, except for the size question, meets all the city's criteria for a conditional use permit and for an ADU. So again, no concerns with that. A little history, we had a public hearing notice published in the Star Tribune. We notified all the property owners within 350 feet of the site. We had a public hearing on April 2nd with the Planning Commission. I don't believe there was any neighbors that came out and spoke for or against the applicant spoke, and explained the case a little bit further. And the Planning Commission had a good discussion about this application, and I think, my opinion, they were wrestling with it somewhat because of the way the size of the size limits in the code, because in the end, when this converts over to an ADU, other than changing some of the features on the front of the home or front of this part of the garage, no one's gonna know it's there. It's all, the exterior walls are not changing at all. It's just remodeling garage space. So what we discussed with the Planning Commission, I think it's a worthy idea, is to look at doing a code amendment for the ADU ordinance to better accommodate situations like this. Unfortunately, we had not advertised that for the Planning Commission, so we couldn't discuss it. We could have discussed it, but we couldn't have taken action on it. So what we're recommending, and the Planning Commission recommended, approval of the CUP for this ADU, subject to the 6 conditions that are on the screen. And condition number 2, we're proposing that if the city approves zoning ordinance text amendments to allow an ADU to be 1,258 square feet or larger, then the city will consider this applicant's original proposal for the ADU in the existing attached garage as approved. And our goal is to have that ordinance amendment heard at the Planning Commission on May 5th, and then bring it back to the council and later on in May. If not, if the code doesn't get amended, the city can still approve it with the condition, and that's condition 1, that'd be limited to 900 square feet. Our hope is that council will approve it, and the applicant's wish is to have it approved with this condition, and they'll take some time, they'll need some time to get building permits and those kind of things ready in the interim. And if we can get the code amended in the next 30 days, then again, if the council agrees, they will be good to go. So that's our recommendation. Again, there is a resolution for you to adopt that's in the packet. And again, I'll take questions, and the applicant is here as well.
Thank you. I know, Jason, you were sitting in on it, being on the Planning Commission. Is anything you would like to add?
One of the things that I felt interesting was, even though the zoning specifically calls out that accessory dwelling units are okay in the zone, you have to have a CUP for every single one of them. So this isn't before us because of anything special the applicant's doing. As a council, we will see every single accessory dwelling unit before us. So that was one of the things that I felt or found interesting. But we had great discussion. If this gentleman just wanted to remodel and not turn it into a separate living space, he could use all 1,200 square feet. Because they're doing it as an accessory dwelling unit, they can only use 900 of it. So I think the conditions that were put forth in the Planning Commission, that if it gets changed, it's automatic approval, really makes sense, and it was smart, good dialogue. I was proud of the leadership kind of had for the Planning Commission to walk us through the process and explain things. But as the council liaison to the Planning Commission, I see no reason not to approve this.
Now, would the accessibility for this part, the one end of the dwelling there, be out the back door? Because I see there's no entrance in and out of the front door other than the garage door.
By memory, I can't answer that question.
What year was this house built?
2003?
2003.
The entrance, Mr. Mayor, members of the council, will be on the north side.
North side.
Here's the door here.
Yeah, we're not getting it on the screen here.
You can barely see it.
Yeah.
It has a glare.
Is there gonna be any fire hazards that will cause this for accessibility if someone's on the upper level?
Mr. Mayor, members of council, they're showing a typical stairway that any other home would have.
Mhm.
Not for ADA compliance, just for upstairs, downstairs.
Window's big enough to get out if there's an issue.
And just to be clear, it would be subject to all building code review,
Okay.
fire code review, all that before they did all the construction.
Okay, all right.
Good questions? Anybody else? If not, can I get a motion to get me good down there?
Jason, I appreciate your background information on that and just going through Planning Commission as well. I mean, if this is something that's ultimately falls on council to make the overall decision, and then they have to, we have to amend it, that makes sense.
Okay. Can I get a motion for the conditional use permit for 2121 Holloway Avenue East?
So moved.
So move. Councilmember Nordby.
I'll second.
Second, Councilmember McKenzie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All
Just
right.
to be clear, this is for the 1,200 feet, right? No, the 900?
900,
So this is for the 900, and if it gets changed, it's automatic approval
Okay.
to whatever it gets changed to.
All right. Sounds good. We're good to go, and happy construction.
All right, next up is reports from city manager and departments. A couple updates. We're looking again for summer hours for City Hall, like we've done for the last 2 years, which will be 7 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, and then there will be 7 to 11 on Friday. That would take effect June 1st through August.
Okay.
Just an update on the drinking water situation that we have here in town. So they finished up flushing today of the entire system. We will have chlorine put in the system until next Monday. Then it will shut off, and we will wait for a week, and then we will have Department of Health that'll come out and do the testing again. If it fails, we actually will be looking at permanent chlorination of the system. But hopefully, we can come back with the clean tests and go back to the way we were. So more to come on that.
Appreciate all the, I mean, this has been a trial when it comes to this, plus the time of the year it happens, so
Indeed.
appreciate everybody's patience because, you know, we're trying the best to make sure we can continue on the way we were.
I also think the city is doing their best due diligence to be sure that we don't, if we don't have to chlorinate, we won't chlorinate, but we have worked closely, and Ron has really worked closely to make sure that we are meeting all expectations, so
100%.
Yep.
we appreciate everything that you guys have been doing for that.
They did a great job, yeah. So community development, they've been having a meeting with the school. The school construction is starting here very shortly. There'll be addition of 16 new classrooms. They'll be expanding the parking lots there. It's going to be a 3-year process. They'll get that all built, and then they will go back and gut an old area and then reconstruct that area. The interview is being set up with the 2 solid waste contracts that turned in their RFP. We'll have one on the 29th and one on the 6th, and then we'll be bringing that information back to you guys.
Good.
We have also got our Green Step cities for 4 and 5, step 4 and 5 for the city, which does make some grants available to the city for having that classification and the work that we've put in, that they've put into getting that level. Public Works, you guys got the update for the student build here, but they are also going to be starting the project from last summer, which is they'll be starting the Casey Pond, which will be widening it out to about double what it is now due to the reconstruction. They're looking to have that project done with everything about midsummer, so depending on weather and how far we get set back with that. Valley Paving will be starting on May 4th for our mill and overlay project for this summer. And road restrictions were taken off as of yesterday, so construction has officially started. We've had quite a few applications for the positions that we've had open. We've had over 40 applications for the Public Works. They're getting that narrowed down to who they will be bringing in. Fire is doing their quarterly EMS refresher training. And next Monday, Chief's going to be going up to the Capitol for the legislative session for the Bing Fire representative and their issues that they are concerned about. Finance actually had 89 applications for their position of accounting technician, utility billing clerk. So they're working through that and whittling it down. So it's nice to see the application numbers go up. May 5th, next council meeting, the auditor will be here to go over last year's audit, to give you guys the update on that. PD has also had good luck with a lot of applications for their open position. They will be setting up 7 interviews and then, or had 7 interviews, and we'll be having 3 that'll be move on to the chief's interview. They are getting their new Motorola system completed, probably within the next month, which will be their body cams and their vehicle cameras. Electric has a bore contractor back in town for the Northwood area for the replacement of overhead electric high voltage lines. They're also working with Quick Trip, who's working on putting in a second wash bay in there. They're gonna be put on temp power and a generator for a period of 4 or 5 days while they're doing that switch over. So they're working with the electric department on that. And they also have interviews set up. They had 12 interviews that they're setting up out of the number of applications that they had for their lineman position. So that's all I have for you.
Thank you very much. All right. Council, commissions, committees.
Parks and Recreation had lovely Jack at the past meeting and went over the annual training. We also have Parks Cleanup, May 16th, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at our local parks. More information to be out with the community update, the weekly update, excuse me. And the next meeting is Wednesday, April 29th, here in Council Chambers at 6:30.
Thank you very much.
I attended the fire pinning of their new firefighters last Tuesday. It was well attended by all the family members. It was nice to see 6 new firefighters come on board. Very, very nice to see.
It was a nice group. It was fun. Anything, Jason?
The planning commission, we voted on the CUP that the planning commission approved. I appreciate everyone, kind of following along and putting some good insight and some good questions there. And the next planning commission meeting will be on May 7th.
Thank you very much. Any general information from anybody?
I just want to comment on the Mr. Burwald. He was and his entire family is quite the asset to the city. He's dedicated a lot of his time and services to our city, and my sincerest condolences go out to not only Gene's family, but everybody that has been connected with Gene and the Burwald family as everybody is grieving this loss.
I extend my condolences also, and he's been a very, very well-known person in the city, and he's helped so many people.
And I would like to echo those sentiments. I had the pleasure, because him and my dad were business partners for years and did a lot of work together. I've known him not as well I should have, but for at least 20 years. And it is a tragic loss, and my condolences to the family as well.
God bless you, Gene. You're going to be missed. Yep. All right. Our next meeting is May 5th. If there's nothing else, call for adjournment. So move. Councilmember McKenzie.
Second.
Second. Councilmember Schweer. All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you all.